Alright guys, welcome back. Alright, we're here breaking our 2020 Topps Update Baseball for you guys. Our retail 4-box break number 2. Let's get into this owner's list. Teams that did not sell. Alright. Topps Update. 24 packs per box, 16 cards per pack. Let's get it going. Looking for at least an auto or a couple patch cards. See what we can find in here. Okay. Auto packs here. Alright, hope everyone's day is going well. Got another break coming up right after this as well of our Absolute Football. And we have another Topps Update break going right after that. So 2 more breaks right after this one. So be sure to check those out. Good luck, everyone. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, guys, let's get it going. First stack here. All right, Stevenson. There's a couple upside down cards. Bo Bichette. All right, nothing to see here, just base. Here into our portrait of Mussina onto the Baltimore Orioles. Okay. Fill a card. More base. Okay, that's a nice Drew Pomares to the San Diego Padres. Evan White to the Mariners. Portrait Bogos to the Boston Red Sox. Okay. Frank Robinson to the Reds. Portrait, another Munson. Alright, more base. Still looking for some nice rookies like a Luis Robert or a Kyle Lewis. Onto our another portrait. It is a Fisk to the Chicago Cubs. All right. First portrait, Winfield to the Padres. All right, throwback portrait. Flair. Okay, Zach Greinke. It's a nice parallel shiny. King Hyun Kim portrait to the Cardinals. Okay, then we have a Mike Schmidt to the Phillies. Right behind our portrait Grace to the Cubs. Is that another Zach Greinke? Nolan Jones to the Cleveland Indians. Another Akiyama to the Reds. And Albert Pujols. All right. Nice stack here. Okay, portrait Bo Bichette. It's a nice Bo Bichette to the Toronto Blue Jays. All right. Gavin Lux. That's a nice rookie to the Dodgers. Nice Gavin Lux there for the card. Okay, here's our turnaround card, flipped card. MLB debut, a Nick Solak. Nick Solak to the Texas Rangers. Nice bronze parallel there. All right. Then we have a portrait Sabathia to the New York Yankees. Ripken. Right. All right, then we have a Starling Marte to the Diamondbacks. Wood to the Chicago Cubs. Next we have a Kyle Lewis. Nice rookie there, Kyle Lewis to the Seattle Mariners. Johnny Davis, Jacob deGrom. All right. A nice portrait here, Robinson. Throwback to the Baltimore Orioles. Okay, right behind him, he has a Brinson portrait. Out to Miami, Sean Murphy, Anthony Alford, Hunter Pence, Gallegos, Jesus Luzardo. All right, second stack here. Okay. First up, we have a Joe Morgan to the Reds. Buxton portrait. Another portrait, Cole to the Yankees. It's a nice portrait there. Another portrait here, a Murray to Baltimore Orioles. Todd Frazier, Garcia. Okay. Then we have a Gwen, Tony Gwynn. All right, another portrait behind him, a Smoltz to the Atlanta Braves. Mookie Betts, Nestor Cortez. And Armada. All right. All right, then we have a early win, decade's best, Ryan Mountcastle, and then our first Luis Robert. Nice portrait there to the White Sox. Shout out to Andrew M. Your card, man. Zach Green. Ernie Banks to the Cubs. Portrait Santo also to the Cubs. All right. Okay. Portrait Petite. Years of Captain Derek Jeter. Portrait Pence to the San Francisco Giants. All right. Okay, filler. Okay. All right, then we have a Anthony Rizzo. That's nice, Anthony Rizzo to the Cubs, brown parallel. Anthony Rizzo. Portraits, Muchin have a Lewis Brinson to the Marlins. Sugo, portrait to Tampa Bay Rays. All right, Nick Allen to Oakland Athletics, portrait Carter. Then Adam Engel. All right. Portrait Biggio. Schiller. That's a nice Grayson Greener. Then we have a portrait Castillos to the Cincinnati Reds. Zach Greinke, Kyle Former, then Cotton. All right, guys, on to our second box. Okay. Get this filler card out of here. All right. Rod Carew, a Grandal to the White Sox. Pete Alonso, Kendall Graveham, Bryant. Nice Aquino. All right, to the Reds. Another Reds, Tyler Stevenson. Rendon now to the Angels. Kershaw. Right. Okay. Jordan Alvarez to the Astros, a Clubber portrait. Okay. Zach Greinke. Right. Another portrait here. See, that was a filler and now a portrait. A Walker to the Cubs portrait. Not to the Cubs, the White Sox. Or the Rockies, I'm sorry. The Colorado Rockies, Walker. Okay. Pujols. Bob Gibson, a Griffey Jr. portraits. Griffey Jr. to the Cincinnati Reds again. Okay. Nick Denny. It's a nice Jesus Tanico. A portrait here. It's going to be Albies out to the Atlanta Braves. Zach Greinke. Alex Bregman. And a JT Riddle. Ronald Acuna Jr. to the Braves, McCovey portrait. We have Sixto Sanchez. And Alvarez out to the Houston Astros portrait. Joe Panic. Kyle Ryan. And Nolan Ryan. Portrait Seager onto New York. Zach Daves, Anthony Rendon, and Cordero. first we have an Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge to the New York Mets. All right, portrait Simon. Oakland Athletics, Zach Green. Then we have a Bo Bichette to the Blue Jays. Portrait Boyer to the Cincinnati Reds. Filler. Okay, gold portrait is going to be a Simon to Oakland, and a Kaboom to the Washington Nationals portraits. And lastly, a Chris Sale. Alright, gold portrait Seaver. Ryan portraits. Sean Murphy. Jesus Luzardo. Another portrait, a bench to the Cincinnati Reds. Clayton Kershaw, Buster Posey. Then we have a Luis Severnio to the New York Yankees. Nice bronze parallel or bronze parallel. We have a Luis Garcia to the Nationals and a Cole portrait to New York Yankees. Okay. Then we have a Ken Griffey Jr. to the Mariners, and then a Robinson portrait to the Baltimore Orioles. All right. Okay. Portrait Murphy to the Atlanta Braves. All right, another portrait here. A Munson to New York Yankees. Chris Bryant. All right, 1960s decade's best Tom Seaver to the Mets. Portraits Fisk to the Cubs. Aquino. Then we have A.J. Puck to the Oakland Athletics, a Price to the Dodgers, Joey Votto, and a Zach Greinke. All right. Joey Bart to the Giants. Gavin Lux to the Angels. Nice hit for the Angels. Eric W. Albert Pujols. Zach Wheeler. Okay, then we have a Pisa to the Dodgers. Portraits. Chapman, Anthony Rizzo. Another Gavin Lux here to the Angels. Alex Vertigo. Portrait Stargell to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Alright, then we have another Luis Robert here. Another nice hit for the White Sox. For Andrew. Luis Roberts. Then another Derek Jeter. Alright. Okay, guys, next box, third box. Let's get it going. What's going on, Shalini? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Alright. Filler card out here. Are you looking for SSB? Boracuna? Okay. We did pull a Boba Fett, but it was a base card, so. And no, I think we pulled maybe another base Acuna, I believe, but no SSP though. That would be nice to hit one, or a patch even of any of those. Wow, you hit 3 SSPs? Oh, good for you, man. Good for you. That's pretty solid. Almost got one in every interview you got there. Hopefully your luck continues in this break. 2 Ernie Banks and 1 Trout. Solid. Oh, yeah, you're right. Only in the hobby. Yeah, you don't really see too many hits frequently in the regular Topps update. But usually, most of the time, it's in the hobby, yeah. But you can still find some decent portrait cards in here, though. 1 SSP. That'd be pretty nice. Wow, you got 3 Wonder Autos up in Gravity Packs? I've never broken that, but that sounds pretty dope. Alright. Okay. Alright, you got a David Ortiz. Brendan Davis to the Cubs. Kaboom to the Nationals. Francisco Lindor, Ken Griffey Jr. Justin Verlander. Now the Grandal. Nice Grandal here to the White Sox. Jalen Beeks. Derek Jeter, Ichiro. Then you have a nice portrait here. Rendon to the Angels. Yeah, but that Gravity Pack sounds dope. It's 2 hits per box. Rookies in parallels. And they really get some solid cards out of that. All right, Robertson portrait. Pete Alonso, Kendall Graveman, Chris Bryant. More base. Greg Allen. Murphy to the Atlanta Braves portraits. Okay. Fernando Tatis Jr. out to the Padres. Griffey Jr. portraits. Grayson Mella. Alright, Zach Greinke. And then we have a filler there. Okay, then a Casey Mize. An Albies to the Braves portrait. Then we have a Adbert Pujols, Zach Wheeler. Okay, Decade's Best, Jim Bunning. Another portrait here, McCovey to the Giants. Here's another Gavin Lux to the Angels. Alright, then we have a nice Bryce Harper out to the Phillies. I believe he should be numbered, but he is not. Nice hit for the Phillies, though. And then you have Alvarez to the Houston Astros, Aaron Judge. Okay. Right. Juan Soto to the Nationals, Seaver to New York, Kyle Lewis, base card, Jacob deGrom, oh, the retail exclusive. Okay, appreciate it. I don't know why I thought they were, but yeah. Okay, then you have a gold portrait Clubber to the Texas Rangers. A Salmon portrait to the Oakland Athletics. Decade's Best, Don Mattingly. Portrait, Derek Jeter. Okay. And you have an Andre Dawson to the Cubs, Piazza portraits. All right. Then you have a Grandal onto the Cubs gold portraits, onto the Sox. Then a Stargell to the Pirates. Nice showy photo there. Okay, Guerrera. Another Derek Jeter, a Boyer portrait to the Reds. Filler. Okay. Then we have a Donovan Solano SSP Donovan Solano, Alex Kurloff, Portrait Ryan, Zach Green, all right. Christian Yelich to the Brewers, bench to the Cincinnati Reds. Bo Bichette, base card. Alex Bregman. Portrait Rendon to the Angels. It's a nice shiny portrait there. Cole to the Yankees. Portrait Trouts. Okay. Then we have a Decade's Best Sandy Koufax. Then Musina to the Orioles portraits. Okay, another SSP, Alex Blandino to the Reds, Portrait Bogos to Boston Red Sox, Ken Griffey Jr. All right, Mike Trout to the Angels. Okay, last stack of the third box. Portrait Munson to New York, Jalen Beeks. And a Dalton Varsho. And then a Fisk to Chicago portraits. Ken Griffey Jr., Alex Wood. Another Derek Jeter here. 20 years of the captain. Price portrait to the Dodgers. Okay, Cuthbert. Oh, Gavin Lux. Another Gavin Lux to the Angels. Nice hit for them. And Cotton. Alright guys, on to the last box. Appreciate you guys for sticking around. Let's get into it. Still no patches so far. Hopefully we can find one in here. Hopefully. right. First stack, last box. Okay, Tyler Wade, Nick Madrigal, Portrait Sabatha to the Yankees, Clayton Kershaw. All right, Pete Alonso. Then we have Mike Schmidt to the Phillies, A Wood, Gary Mella, Joey. We have a portrait Brinson onto Miami. Right. Then we have another portrait Smoltz to the Atlanta Braves. Filler. Then Albert Pujols. Okay. Chris Bryant's portrait, another portrait, Luis Robert to the Sox. Another hit for you, Andrew. Okay. Okay. Then you have Joe Morgan to the Reds. Portrait Santo to the Cubs. Then we have a Josh Jung to the Rangers. Portrait Petite. Garcia. Ken Griffey Jr. Winfield to the Padres. And Frazier. Filler. Right, first SSP, Chase Anderson to the Blue Jays, Portrait Kim to the Cardinals, Ken Griffey Jr. Right, then we got an Ernie Banks to the Cubs, Portrait Grace. We have a double portraits, a Machutton and an Akiyama to the Reds. Portraits. Alright, Mike Trout. David Ortiz. Okay, that's a nice Bo Bichette to the Toronto Blue Jays portrait. Chris Bryant, Jeff Hoffman, Garrett Richards. Okay, next stack here. We got a Derek Jeter to the Yankees, a Turner to the Nationals, Aaron Judge, okay, another Clevinger portrait. It's a nice shiny portrait there. To the Cleveland Indians, another Clevinger, regular Clevinger to the Indians, back-to-back portraits for him. Jesus Luzardo, another Kyle Lewis rookie, that's a nice rookie there. Another Derek Jeter, the captain portrait, Pence to the San Francisco Giants. Filler. Okay. Okay, then we have Molina. Evan White, Muchin portrait. We have a Lewis Brinson to Marlins again. Tsugo portrait to the Tampa Bay Rays. Okay. All right. Last stack here. Have a portrait Pence gold. It's a Giants portrait and a Carter I meant, to New York portraits. Okay. Jalen Beeks. Kristen Yelch. Nolan Arenado. Cameron. We have a 1980s Decade's Best Steve Carlton. Portrait Grandal. Chris Bryant. Newman. Hoffman. Richard. Okay. Then we have a SSP Mookie Betts to the Boston Red Sox. That's a nice SSP. Portrait Brendan out to the Angels. Clayton Kershaw. Okay. Dodgers Cody Bellinger. Portrait Clubber to the Texas Rangers. Alright, David Ortiz, Zach Greinke. Nolan Jones, Portrait Walker, Colorado Rockies, Zach Wheeler. Mookie Betts, Portrait. Nice Gavin Lux, their base card. Albert Pujols for the card. Okay, Dabura A, don't know how to say his last name. Yamaguchi Portrait. And then lastly, a Chapman. That is going to do it for this break, guys. I will do this quick recap. Real quick, just give me 1 second here. Alright, guys. On to our recap. We had a Luis Robert, Gavin Lux, another Luis Roberts, another Gavin Lux, another Robert. That's number 3 for Robert. Lastly, a Bo Bichette Portraits. Alright, guys, that is going to do it for this break. We'll be back later today breaking our Absolute Football again. So be sure to check that out, and I will see you guys then.